Here is my work with lesson 14. This is the material that I've used. So I started with a standard chord progression, which we see here. Then I found the negative counterpart, and then I've constructed a new root progression using a mixture of both. Okay. Then I transformed these into 4-part 7 chords. I added some PCs and scale changes, which we see right here. Then finally I added some extended root tones. Nothing fancy. The first, the second, maybe the third one, and that's it. So this was my starting point. So let's have a look to the sketch now. 4-bar intro, then the starting point, which is the 4-part 7th chords with extended root tones and scale changes. Then the A prime section, which is the same but +2. So I started on the D root tone, and on the A prime I started on the E root tone. Then the B section. The B section is not hard actually. I started on A. I started on the 5th or -5 from this root tone, but I've done it double time. So for instance here the D stands for 1 bar in the treble, and then the A, because of the scale change, they stand for half notes, but everything else is pretty much 1 chord per bar. So in here what I've done is 1 chord for 2 beats. So it's double time. You see this is A minor, this is E7, and it is this progression but double time. A minor, E7, then C, and etc. Okay, so this is the B section. Then back to the A section. So the form is pretty simple. A, B, A. A prime, B, A maybe. Yeah, then an outro. So let's have a listen to the sketch. Okay, I just noticed that I've made a mistake here. There's a D sharp here, so that makes it an E minor major 7th, but then I go to the E minor 7th here. Actually, in the development, I don't think that I kept the E minor major 7th. I think that I went right into the E minor 7, so maybe that's why there's a mistake in the sketch. Anyway, let's go into the development. One thing that I have to mention here, I began this development before I got into the orchestration course, but I finished it after I did the first 2 modules. So this is why I've used the color coding, because it helps me just to make sure that I cover all the important functions. And also I've noticed doing the assignments of the orchestration course that I had a tendency to use a section for the same functions all the time. So this was something that I will work on in my future orchestration. For instance, if I use woodwinds for decoration, I'll use it all the time for decoration. You know what I mean? So this is something I want to work on. So color coding helps me to visualize that I'm touching more than just one function for a section. So let's hear that. Yep, that's it. I like it. It's not necessarily my best work, but nonetheless, there's some good things about it that I like pretty much. Okay, so that's it. Talk to you later with lesson 15. Bye-bye.